Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Grayson Krisly unrecognizable with new look. Krisly knows best alum, Grayson Krisly is unrecognizable with a new look. So what was so physically drastically different about him that caused followers to comment? Keep reading for more details and to see the new photos. Grayson Krisly unrecognizable with new look. Savannah Krisly has teased her mother, Julie Krisly, about Grayson Krisly. He is technically the youngest sibling aside from Chloe Krisly, Julie, and Todd Krisly's granddaughter. Her biological father is Todd's son, Kyle Krisly, but they adopted her in 2016. In any case, Julie allegedly had her tubes tied, as Savannah revealed in an Instagram birthday tribute to her brother. This happened after Savannah, and then 9 years later, they were surprised by Grayson. It has not been the easiest time for the Krisly kids as their parents were sentenced to a collective 19 years behind bars. Todd and Julie began serving time in January 2023, so Savannah became Grayson and Chloe's guardian. This was not how they saw their lives going, but they have been doing the best with what they have. Grayson is now 18 and will start college in 2025. It has been really hard because there are moments in the Krisly kids' lives that their parents are missing out on. More so, Grayson has changed a lot physically since his parents went away, and fans cannot help but notice. The dad comparison was wild as his sister, Lindsay Krisly, just faced the same thing. Todd clones. Grayson Krisly was compared to Todd Krisly, which is interesting. His oldest sister, Lindsay Krisly, who is somewhat estranged from the family, was also compared to Todd recently. She appears to have been getting fillers and plumping herself up on the lips. Therefore, fans felt that she was morphing into her dad. He always kept his face smooth and virtually unmovable. Yet fans also noted how much Grayson has grown and how big he has gotten. They are used to him being a little boy on the reality show, and now he is a man. In a world where the Krislys are no strangers to transformation, both in lifestyle and in looks, Grayson Krisly recently stunned fans with a jaw-dropping new appearance that left him almost unrecognizable. The once fresh-faced and mischievous little brother, who often found himself at the center of his family's hilarious hijinks, has taken on an edgier, more mature look. Now 17, Grayson has undergone a visible style evolution that marks a clear break from his younger, more playful days. Grayson's transformation wasn't overnight, but rather a gradual journey. Through his teenage years, fans watched him go from a wide-eyed kid who played pranks on his siblings to a young man starting to find his own path. Now, he's taken this new phase of his life head-on with a look that demands attention. What used to be a boyish grin has been replaced with a smoldering gaze, hinting at his confidence and readiness to step out of the Krisly family spotlight and into his own. So what exactly is this new look that has people talking? For starters, Grayson has swapped his short cropped hair for something longer, messier, and dare we say, rebellious. His hair, once kept tidy by his mother Julie's watchful eye, now has a wavy, slightly tousled style that speaks to his individuality. The highlights, subtly worked into his natural color, give him a youthful, sun-kissed edge while maintaining an overall sophisticated vibe. This look feels like a statement, one that says he's no longer the kid brother under his family's wing, but rather a young adult coming into his own. Fans have also noticed that Grayson's wardrobe has changed drastically. Known for being the most fashion-forward of the Krisly clan, he's ditched the casual, athletic tees and sweats for more refined pieces that convey a sense of style and purpose. In a recent series of Instagram posts, Grayson appeared in a sleek, fitted leather jacket, a statement piece that instantly elevated his image. With dark jeans and an array of minimalistic, silver accessories, Grayson's style is effortlessly cool, showing that he's taking cues from classic rock star aesthetics without overdoing it. Grayson Krisly had always been a familiar face on Krisly Knows Best, charming audiences with his witty remarks and infectious energy as the youngest member of the Krisly family. But fans were left stunned when recent photos of Grayson circulated online, showing a much more grown-up, almost unrecognizable young man with a completely transformed look. Grayson had always been the sweet, athletic, sometimes mischievous kid who lightened the tone in the family, whether he was teasing his dad Todd, bonding with his siblings, or getting into classic teen antics. But now it seemed like he'd come into his own, embracing a new look that was miles away from the youthful innocence fans had grown accustomed to over the years. In a candid interview, Grayson explained, "I think everyone goes through phases, and it just so happens that I've spent a lot of my younger years in front of the camera. People are used to seeing me a certain way, but I've changed. I'm a whole new version of myself now, and I love it." With a fresh, edgy style that included a sleek, modern haircut, a more defined physique from hours in the gym, and a hint of facial hair, Grayson Krisly was looking like a young man who knew exactly who he wanted to be. His wardrobe, too, had gone through a bit of an overhaul. Gone were the days of his playful tees and classic athletic wear. Now he sported a more mature, streamlined aesthetic, tailored jackets, dark jeans, and trendy footwear, with a hint of his southern flair still peeking through. His style transformation was a combination of understated cool and refined edge, reflecting his growth and confidence as he stepped into adulthood. As Grayson shared, "I was ready for a change. I want to be taken seriously and seen as my own person, not just Todd Krisly's son or the little kid everyone watched growing up." There was a thoughtful tone in his words, revealing a side of him that fans had rarely seen, a young man eager to find his own path, separate from his family's fame. But his journey into this new persona hadn't been without challenges. Growing up in the spotlight had its fair share of ups and downs, and he admitted to feeling the pressure to constantly live up to the Krisly brand. "It's like everyone expects you to be this character," he said. "They want the funny, young Grayson, but I'm not a kid anymore. I'm growing up, and sometimes that means leaving parts of yourself behind." Despite the pressure, Grayson had found a way to use his visibility to his advantage, creating a platform that not only showcased his fresh look, but also his budding interests. Social media became a powerful tool for him to connect with his fans, as he shared snippets of his life, gym selfies, late-night jam sessions, and glimpses into his new hobbies. "Fitness has been a big thing for me lately," he explained. "It's become my outlet, my way of staying focused and grounded." Fans, of course, had plenty to say. Some were in awe of his transformation, flooding his posts with comments about how grown-up and handsome he looked. Others, nostalgic for the Grayson they remembered, struggled to accept the change. But Grayson seemed unfazed, embracing the mixed reactions with a level-headedness beyond his years. Interestingly, Grayson's transformation seemed to spark a newfound admiration from Todd Krisly himself. Known for his razor-sharp wit and relentless teasing of his children, Todd couldn't help but admit that his son's new look had left him impressed. "I didn't even recognize my own son when he walked in the room one day," Todd joked on an episode of the family's podcast. "I mean, I raised a Southern gentleman, but this kid, he's got a whole James Dean vibe going on." Despite his playful jabs, Todd seemed genuinely proud, even a bit sentimental, as he watched Grayson come into his own. Savannah, Grayson's older sister, also had her own take on his evolution. "I love it. Grayson's becoming who he wants to be," she said. "And as much as it freaks me out to see him looking like an adult, I'm so proud of him. He's not that little boy anymore." And while she admitted to sometimes feeling protective of her younger brother, Savannah was clearly supportive of his journey, even sharing some of his style inspo posts to her own followers.